The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC... And a bucket there for the nameless man on the roster here at the D1 Showcase, number 5. We're going to look to get that for you here momentarily. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We are back up and running, 5:38 and ticking here in the opening quarter, 7-4 in the opening game of the D1 Showcase. A whistle and an offensive foul here that will go against Eagle Academy.
All right, I think we're about squared away here, Nick.
We can settle in now, right?
The production side can start paying attention a little bit.
7-4 now. The pressure full court going to stick with it, our Eagle Academy. And right, stolen by Cummings. 2-on-1 now for Eagle. Nice bounce pass up ahead. Unable to finish it off was Jordan Randolph, the 6'4 senior. Good recovery defense by the Saints.
Yeah, nice. That was a good layup there for Randolph. Just didn't get it high enough off of the glass. That angle is no good. One thing about the Saints, they've got height. They definitely have some tall bodies out there that could affect shots at the rim.
Bob Zoo able to break that pressure for St. Andrews as they try to get something going here in the half court. And another steal for Eagle Academy. Dorland will throw it down with the right hands. Carrick Dorland, the 6'4 senior, elevates and flushes it down. And now Eagle Academy right back into that full court pressure.
Nice work there, Dorland. And yeah, this is what you expect from a team from New York, right? I mean, they're going to press you. They're going to get you revved up, ready to go. You got to come ready to play. They're going to play good, strong defense. And they've lived up to the reputation so far, Nick.
Jack Myers lost it there. Another turnover. Here come Eagle. Trying to whip it to the corner, back to Randolph. Good defense there by number 5. And we apologize again to him. We will work on that.
It could be Bowers. I mean, there could be a bunch of different players.
So Eagle inbound here, 9-4. Back to Dorland. Dorland kick to the corner. 3 is up off the mark. That time for Elijah King, the sophomore. Rebound to Zoo. Or now Josh Ho, excuse me, who's into the ball game for St. Andrews. Another whistle and a foul.
That's Elijah Proctor.
Elijah Proctor, we probably should have known that one there, but they had him at number 15, so we just had to confirm. And then we have a new number 15, actually. So we just gained another question as soon as we get another answer. Clock stop now at 4:14. 9-4 still here, an early one. Both teams, again, a long trip here for Eagle Academy, making the trip on a Friday from the Bronx. So that I saw on their Instagram story, left about 6 hours ago to get in the area. As that one was lofted underneath, Lloyd couldn't finish it. Blocked from behind. I think Randolph might have got a piece of it. Now here come Eagle. Nice handoff, open 3 is cashed in. Denham Troutman able to hit from beyond the arc. St. Andrews now looking to get something going here offensively. Zoo spinning, stops his dribble, now kicks to the corner to Myers. Myers lost on the baseline, and once again, Eagle out and running. Walker kicks the extra pass now to Troutman. Troutman will pull it out. As St. Andrews, in that 2-3 zone. Randolph, one more extra pass now, deep 3. It's long. Off the mark for Richard Walker. A track meet here to start the D1 showcase. Myers gonna feed Lloyd on the block, one-on-one, turns and elevates from the baseline, couldn't get the shooter's roll.
It's a good look though, and good job getting
in the corner. That one rims out, and there he is on the putback, Jordan Randolph. A second chance opportunity basket, and then the defense forcing the turnover, so the pressure causing some issues for the Saints here early on. 3 minutes to go in the first, 14-4. Double-digit lead, the largest so far this evening for Eagle Academy.
Oh, and this is kind of what gave them fits against St. Elizabeth from what, obviously we weren't in attendance, but from what I was told, St. E's was able to get turnovers, get out and run and transition in their 80-44 victory over St. Andrews, and that's exactly what Eagle Academy is doing right now.
They got an open look for Cummings off the screen in the corner. Couldn't get it to go. As the Saints working around, here's Proctor now. As he gets it back up top, man-to-man defense in your face from the Eagle Academy. And now a little bit too physical here. A whistle on the perimeter. That'll go against St. Andrews. Some subs now here for Eagle, as Taylon Knowles, the 6'5 junior, going to get his first taste of game action tonight. Proctor high-low, gets it to Lloyd, but good defense from behind by Dorland. And then a foul on the offensive rebound by Lloyd. So coming in, the senior Darnell Lloyd, listed at 6'10 here for the St. Andrews Saints. As if you were following along with the D1 Showcase Instagram page this week, was highlighted in one of their promos.
Well, he did a great job of sealing his defender, and it was a really good entry pass from Proctor to get it to him, and he did what he's taught. You keep the ball up high, took 2 gather steps, went up for a dunk. That was a heck of an initial block.
Yeah.
By
Dorland, I
Dorland,
believe.
yes. And then he gets fouled on the putback. So nice work, good play design up there by St. Andrews, and nice entry pass. And but it was a good foul because you put him in the line, make him earn it, and he splits the pair of free throws.
Eagle coming right down. They set it up for Trotman in the corner, shorted it. Rebound battled for underneath. Am I going to be last touched, I believe, by Proctor? No. And it'll stay down this side of the floor. Again, Eagle making the trip. We mentioned it from the Bronx. Head coach Roosevelt Byers, assistant coaches Jamal Sanders and Curtis Kelly.
And they're not wasting any time. I mean, and this is about as, again, New York hoops as it gets. They're gonna be rolling.
And we've
Pressing
seen that
you
from,
full court.
from those teams that visit here during the holiday season. And a little too physical there again. We'll have a whistle. And another foul on the floor. This one would go against Richard Walker.
Should be 1-on-1. Or, I'm sorry, 2 shots, right? Is that 15 foul? Should be 2 shots. Yep. That new rule that was adopted last year, they switched it. There's no more 7 and 10. No more 1 and 1.
You're just ahead of
2
the game.
shots.
Again, they were waiting
5
on
per
you
quarter.
over there.
Yep. I had to phone it in.
I was
Phoned it
going to
into
say,
those
we're
guys,
waiting
make
for it
sure.
to happen. You're absolutely right, as expected. Wondering what was going on down there, but it is early on in the season. You can tell for us and everybody else around. Here this winter, getting into the flow of basketball now. Football wrapping up here in the first state a few weeks ago, and full steam ahead now on the hardwood as the free throws up and through. As you mentioned it, Eagle quick tempoed here on the offensive side of the floor. Drive, kick, that one almost stolen, and then a reach in.
All right, I'll fill in for you, Nick. We just acquired the St. Andrews roster. I'll let you fill that in right now. Eagle Academy going to get themselves set up. A little zone look here from St. Andrews. That's really nice work. They found the opening and a nice easy layup for Taylon Knowles. Good offense for Eagle Academy right there against the zone defense, and then immediate pressure. They're not wasting any time as Elijah Proctor brings this one up. Nice work. Again, good post work. These 2 young men are doing great job. Lloyd, and I'll let you find out, number 5. Is that That's Proctor. Both of them guys are doing a great job of sealing their defenders and getting themselves nice, easy buckets.
And we're back in at 117 and ticking. 7-point lead now for Eagle. Again, St. Andrews sitting in that 2-3 zone. Driving, kicking to the corner. Trotman thought about it. We'll pass it up now, back up top to Walker. Walker around the screen. Trotman for three. That one rims out. Rebound there to Blake Kelly as he now gets it in the corner. Ho fires cross court. Driving shot rejected. That was Mark Doloff who put it on the floor, the 6'5 sophomore. Good defense though underneath by the Eagles.
Yeah, good rim protection there. It's a good job by Doloff. They wanted to travel, but he must have kept that pivot foot down and got himself a good look at the rim. It's better defense.
Kelly to inbound, looking for Lloyd, and another steal for Eagle. They got a bunch of those. Trying to draw the foul, though, and then able to take it right back into the Saints.
NBA influence right there, Nick.
That is true, as that one's tipped away out of bounds. And you see that now on the football field, on the hardwood. It's become a way of the game now.
You gotta include the You gotta include the screen.
And if you're on the football field, you gotta beg for the flag. You'll get it.
Oh, we got uniform violations here, I think. We got a uniform malfunction.
The wristbands, I believe, maybe.
Did you hear Puka Nacua talking about the balance bands, the power balances, and how they were a fraud during his post-game interview?
No, but I saw him tweet about it earlier, like last week or something.
And they were.
Trotman on the steal in transition, has to beat two Saints. Unable to do it, but he's got a few teammates there on the second chance coming. Whips it to Walker in the corner. Walker trying to skip through two defenders, but got an extra step in.
One too many steps. Really good ball movement, though, from Eagle Academy in transition. They're finding the open guy. They're driving. They're cutting on the drives, trying to get themselves nice, easy looks. Really nice work and good hustle, too. They created a second chance opportunity there on that possession.
Zoo racing down the floor. As it tipped, it's up for grabs, and Trotman almost came away with it. And another whistle and a stoppage with 3.2 seconds. So I believe the Saints will inbound it down by 7 with 3 seconds to go in the quarter, as Proctor will come in to do the honors. And we'll see if the Saints can get a clean look. Get it in the corner. Ho got it up. No good. And then how about the reach around here? Not going to get there. Wouldn't count if it did. 16-9 after 1 quarter of play. We're finally underway here on the broadcast. We're underway on the floor. We'll be right back with Game 1 of the D1 Showcase here from the St. E Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Welcome back courtside to the St. E Center here in Wilmington, Delaware. It's the D1 Showcase here on Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison-Drini alongside Pat Garianis, who's alongside Nick Halliday, who's alongside Mike Lang here in Wilmington. Hollywood's up top. He's not alongside us, but he's in the building. And it's going to be a fun weekend of basketball. We've got 3 games on tap for you tonight. It starts with St. Andrews and Eagle Academy. We're after 1 quarter of play there. Following up will be at 6:30. Bonner Prendy will take on William Penn, another PA versus Delaware matchup there. And then DeMatha Catholic taking on Howard in a Maryland versus Delaware to finish us off tonight. And then, of course, 4 matchups tomorrow. We'll dive into that a little bit later on. But Pat, Eagle taking on St. Andrews here after 1 quarter of play. It's 16-9 in favor of Eagle. They got off to the early lead. They've got the full court pressure going. They forced some turnovers and able to turn those into points, but it seemed as if St. Andrews was finally starting to settle in at least a little bit offensively towards the end of the quarter. So we'll see both teams fully underway here in quarter number 2. St. Andrews going to stick with that 2-3 zone. Here's Cummings in the corner. Cummings from the baseline, no good. Lloyd quickly out to Proctor, who tried to look up ahead to DeMar Harding. But Harding couldn't get to it.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that St. Andrews got to be careful. Look, I mean, trying to get up and run, this is kind of what Eagle Academy wants you to do. So got to be careful when you're doing this.
Another quick shot from Trotman on this end. Couldn't get it to go. He had 21 points in the win last week for Eagle. That's a team high. Proctor feeds Lloyd. As they work it around now, get it to Proctor on the block. Proctor, spin cycle off the window.
Yeah, nice work. Again, good footwork down low by Proctor. And how about that? Refreshing to see a spin move be allowed to be completed here in the first state.
First time we'll have this conversation here to kick
Right,
off the
man.
season, but not the last. That's for sure.
It's a refreshing sight for sure.
Nice inside out, back to Cummings here on the left wing.
They're doing a good job of moving the ball against this zone. That's just a poor pass. Good idea. That's where you want to throw that cross court, but just bad execution. You want to throw that with two hands, not with one. Kind of sailed on them, but impressive here from Eagle Academy against the zone by St. Andrews. But the zone did its job. It has allowed St. Andrews to settle in and kind of slow down a lot of the second chance opportunities that Eagle High was getting, or Eagle Academy was getting.
Here's Darnell Lloyd. And didn't get away with the travel. So the turnover on the big fella for St. Andrews. Again, Darnell, the senior, listed at 6'10". Tallest player here amongst both rosters, as Ishmael Rodriguez and Henry Collado, the two sophomores from Eagle, listed at 6'7". Bounce pass, and it's a good one inside, and can he finish it off around and dropping through for Carrick Dorland?
Nice work by Dorland, attacking the length, making sure he gets any kind of disadvantage at the height of St. Andrews. He nullifies it by attacking them right then and there, getting in the body.
Darnell Lloyd creates the second chance, has a cutting Proctor, who was looking for the highlight slam, got fouled on the way up. So some free throws coming for Elijah Proctor. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half, 18-11. Eagle out in front of St. Andrews in the opening game of the D1 Showcase.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some bones here from St. Andrews, right? I mean, you've got Lloyd, the big fella. Obviously, Proctor Moore here has some size as well. Both of those guys are different types of athletes. They just need to find a way to utilize them to their fullest advantage. Some of these other guys obviously have to step up.
Free throw is good for Proctor, and again, Eagles playing quick, so don't blink on the other end. Three from the corner, no good. Rebound up for grabs. Zoo has it. Again, if you were to look at in terms of shots taken so far, I wouldn't be surprised if Eagle was doubled up on St. Andrews here early on. Zoo trying to go around the back. Has it, now re-corrals it, looks underneath, has Ho, hop step inside, off the window, no good. Offensive rebound for Lloyd, his putback falls short, and now once again, Eagle sprints out of the pack. Good defense is getting inside was Elijah King, but I believe we'll have a tie-up or a whistle.
Jump
and it will
ball.
be a jump ball. Elijah King, the 6'3" sophomore to inbound. 5-point game, a competitive one here to start in the first half. Half-court offense for Eagle has gone a little stagnant here. In the last few minutes, they get it inside, trying to draw the foul that time was Jalen Knowles. No whistle, and again, they'll inbound from under the basket.
Did a great job and good play design. They got a layup opportunity. Just got to take your time, be a little bit patient under the rim. A couple pump fakes. Trying to get these guys off their feet.
King to Trotman. Now they'll work it around. Jump
Nice.
step, nice feed inside, finished off by Jalen Knowles.
I'm telling you, Eagle Academy's impressing me against the zone. They are working the ball into the correct spots on the floor, the dead zones as they were called, and the cuts. I mean, they are not standing still. They are moving without the basketball, and at this level, That can be the difference.
They're moving, basketball's moving. Get it inside, shot, I believe, blocked and hauled in by Walker underneath. He'll lead the break with 4:40 to go in the half. Nice feed inside, hop step, shot rejected by the big fella, Darnell Lloyd. Now the Saints out in transition. Blake Kelly has his shot blocked, I believe, by Knowles. It winds up back in the hands of a Saint who can't finish. And we'll have a whistle and a break here as the ball is out of bounds on the far side of the floor. It'll allow us to catch our breath here for a moment. But a nice crowd here on our side of the floor at the St. E. Center, checking in all the action. So Blake Kelly to inbound under the basket and a timeout on the floor. And we'll take it, at least audibly, with them. From the St. E. Center, it's game one of the D1 showcase here on Delaware Live Sports. 20-13, Eagle Academy on top of St. Andrews. We'll be right back. And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison-Trini alongside Pat Gurianis, who's next to Nick Calladay-Wideman here alongside Mike Lang as well. They're your camera operators. From the St. E. Center, it's game one of the D1 showcase in Wilmington, Delaware. We've got Eagle Academy 2-0 making the trip down from New York. The Bronx, to be specific, taking on St. Andrews School, who's located in Middletown here in Delaware. Nice. 20-13, they get it to Lloyd on the inbound, drawn up great by the coaching staff. And now some free throws coming up for the 6'10 senior.
Well, and Lloyd did a good job of attacking the rim. He was going to try and dunk that, and that's what you should do. When you're that big, you got the ability to get the ball down near the rim. Try it. Shaq says it all the time. Dunk everything. Dunk everything.
I agree. And again, if you ever see the movie Anger Management, with the Allen Iverson missed layup there, you got to dunk it. Always got to dunk it.
Got to dunk it, dude, when you get the chance. And there you go. It leads to a foul, and he's at the line shooting too.
Again, the deficit already cut to 6 now. Again, largest lead was at 10 beginning of the second quarter. That free throw goes, and now just a 5-point game. Here's we wind down, halfway through the first half.
Yeah, the zones kind of slowed the pace down, right? It slowed the pace down and allowed St. Andrews to get some things settled in. Eagle Academy just has to continue to stay patient, and now they just need to be efficient.
Randolph turns and elevates, fires the mid-range jumper, no good, out of bounds, and another stop for St. Andrews down this end, Pat, and a chance to cut into that 2-possession game already. You mentioned it. The zone has slowed them down a bit. And now they'll see if they can get the offense going. It's picked up here in the second quarter.
There you go. Slow the pace down if you're St. Andrews and see what you can make happen with your 2 post players. Poor entry pass, and that caused the turnover there. But the right idea, you're going to go high-low with Proctor and with Lloyd, and they just couldn't execute the first entry pass.
It worked out for him earlier in the quarter. Kick now into the corner to Elijah King. 5-point game late in quarter number 2. Eagle looking for a clean shot. They try to get it on the bounce pass to the block to Randolph, but tipped away and out of bounds, though will stay down this side of the floor. It's
good fundamentals, though, by Walker. He leaps off of 2 feet and lands off on 2 feet and drops that bounce pass off. A lot of times you see youngsters do the 1-2, and it ends up being called for a travel. Nice footwork right there, despite the shot not falling.
Proctor tips it to his teammate Kelly. Now he'll get it back here on the move. Proctor whips it to the corner. Gets it back. Mid-range jumper's up, no good, and a whistle and a foul going the other way. I believe it's going to be against Lloyd. As we saw Elijah King hit the deck.
Yeah, it looked like Lloyd did the old rip through to try and get better position. Nice little mid-range jump shot though by Proctor Moore. I mean, that's a good look right there. He's unable to make it fall.
Some two-man pressure in the backcourt for the Saints. And starts halfway up the floor here as we tick under 3 minutes to go in the second. Walker drives, got away with a step. No, he didn't. Officials all over it.
Yeah, he had great footwork on the previous possession. That time, he's got a little too happy feet navigating through the zone defense there. Right idea is just got to keep that footwork clean.
Bob Zoo, the junior, checking back in for St. Andrews, one of the Saints ball handlers in the backcourt. Kelly will have it here. Nice little inside-out dribble. Has him and past the initial defender. Couldn't finish. Lloyd is right there, though. He's whistled on his way up. Almost got it to go, but the shot falls short. But some more free throws coming up for the big fella, Darnell Lloyd, who we just saw at the charity stripe a few possessions ago, knock down a few.
Eagle High right now with the lineups that they've thrown out there, they just don't have the size, the length to match with Lloyd, and he's doing the right thing. He's crashing the boards, getting near the rim, and causing havoc with his length. And he started to convert free throws. He missed his first free throw, and he's made 3 consecutive since.
And we'll see if the Pat Garianis jinx is applied here on the fourth. But he's been impressive so far here, getting in the line, as Pat mentioned, knocked down the last we've seen. And the fourth one up and through, no jinx here. 4 straight for Lloyd. And now that two-man pressure going to be applied a little bit deeper in the backcourt here for St. Andrews, who have cut the lead to just 3.
Yeah, well, again, it's slowed the pace down, and they've done a good job in the zone of boxing out. Eagle Academy not nearly the same amount of second chance opportunities here in the second quarter as they had in the first. That's really great work.
Nice job. And the hockey assist to Moran, but it was some pretty passing finished off by Jordan Randolph underneath.
Good. I mean, that's just
And that's some
Dorland.
crisp half-court offense.
Dorland in the right place at the right time. They're breaking down this zone at a 50-50 clip, and right there they had it done nicely and set up Dorland for a nice uncontested two-handed flush down the middle of the lane.
Yeah, missed who got the initial assist. It was Moran with the hockey assist. And then it was a beautiful touch pass for the finish. So again, Eagle now opening it back up to a 5-point game. 2:13 is when we come out of the timeout here at the St. E Center. Halftime will get you the stats from half number 1. Remember, 2 other games coming up a little bit later on here on Delaware Live Sports. The D1 Showcase following this one. It's a scheduled 6:30 p.m. tip-off for Bonner Prendy taking on William Penn, a PA versus Delaware battle. And then it's going to be capped off tonight when the 15th team of the nation makes the trip here to the St. E Center. DeMatha Catholic taking on the Howard Wildcats in a Maryland versus DE clash to finish things off tonight. And then we'll be back at Salesianum High School for 4 matchups tomorrow on Broome Street.
That's it, man. Of course, the legendary Morgan Wooten coaching at DeMatha for all those years. That was, and Markel Foltz went there.
Yes, he did.
I think I saw Adrian Dantley was a alumnus.
There was another one too. That I was
Danny
going
Ferry.
through. Danny Ferry, there it is. That's who it was, Danny Ferry.
To DeMatha. And Hunter Dickinson.
Hunter Dickinson.
6th year.
He may play
Standout
forever. I think
at
he may play
Kansas.
college basketball for the rest of his life.
Well, me and Mike Lang were talking because obviously Dickinson's highlighted on DeMatha's
He
website
is, and
as
he's quite the
one-
player.
Right, and obviously he's had quite the extensive college career, and it brought up former Salesiana player Tariq Ingram, who was at Ryder in his 7th year of eligibility, and he is eligible as a grad transfer next year. It could be an 8-year wonder.
Hey, there you go. There are a few of them.
Yeah.
And as time goes with everything we've been through here in the college athletic landscape, there's going to be more and more of them. There's another whistle on the floor, and again on the scoreboard here showing just 1 team foul against St. Andrews. And now Proctor back to the free throw line, but that one rims out on the front end.
Now Rasheed Wallace is somewhere yelling, "Ball don't lie," and he's not quite sure why. Somebody got fouled when they weren't.
Second free throw is up, and Drops in off the rim for Proctor. So 1-2 on the line on that trip. 22-18 as we hit 2 minutes to go in the half. Quickly up to Trotman. And now into the ball game, Laurie Dunn back here for Eagle Academy. Trotman, a little hesitation, trying to take Darnell Lloyd.
Good defense by Lloyd, and he's got the length, but he's also got the agility to stay in front of guards. Nice block right there.
Dunn tried to get it over top of him. The shot was blocked, and then back in the hands of Randolph, who's fouled on his way up. So as Pat mentioned there, the floater that time by Laurie Dunn just couldn't get it over the top of the outstretched arms of the 6'10 senior Darnell Lloyd, and that wingspan is pretty large, but it was deflected back into the hands of Randolph, who was fouled but misses the first free throw.
Yeah, he's got to put a little more arc on that. He's got good touch. He's just got to get that angle corrected.
Second free throw for Randolph. Rolls out. So lead now just to 4, was at 10 to start the quarter. And now a chance for the Saints to get even closer. Proctor going to get call or get the whistle against Jordan Randolph, and he's probably thinking I would have, or excuse me, Pat, what you got?
2 shots.
That's
Two
right.
shots there on. We're at the 15 foul. That's a good rip through, and the defender just got caught with his hands in front of him. The old Embiid right there on that rip through.
And
Gets him.
Proctor a little upset, I think, that they called the foul. He had a clear path to the basket. Instead, he'll get to the line, knock it down.
Good job here by St. Andrews after a flurry from Eagle Academy in the first quarter. They have really settled things down here in the second and have got themselves right back into this game.
Second free throw on the way for Proctor. And that one rolls around a few times and falls out. 3-point game. Moran in the corner to Randolph. Randolph, step back 3 is long. And Lloyd coming for the rebound, but stepped on the baseline. That's going to get possession back to Eagle. That was a good job by, Laurie Dunn to contest the big man on the rebound.
Yeah, just kind of pressured him, got him off balance. And Lloyd just didn't have an outlet to throw to there. Had to just, fall back.
Checking in for the first time now will be Ishmael Rodriguez. There's the 6'7 sophomore. We'll see if he contests with Darnell Lloyd, but a quick whistle on the inbound. I believe against Proctor.
Yeah, he got fouls to give, so it's not the worst foul. Getting a little aggressive here.
Some more subs for St. Andrews. Here's Mark Deloff. Deloff, the 6'5 sophomore. So King will inbound for Eagle. He's joined by Trotman, Rodriguez, Knowles, and Moran. Trotman, shot blocked by Lloyd. He was able to get a piece of that one out on the 3-point line.
The length causing issues, and then the seal off. Oh, they missed the layup.
Ho couldn't get it to go, got his own rebound. Lloyd was there, but a whistle and I believe a turnover.
He was out of bounds when he touched it.
So now with a minute to go, score 22-19. Gio Moran will walk it up in the KD4s.
You know your kicks. That is one thing I always respect about you.
Deep 3, couldn't get it to go for Elijah King. Rodriguez almost had the rebound, and now it's the Saints off and running and thrown away by DeLoff, looking for Kelly down the far sideline.
And he's got a little too sped up. I think he threw that pass maybe a little bit earlier than he wanted to. Wasn't able to control it.
Moran has it now, 39 seconds and ticking as we wind down half number 1 and game number 1 of the showcase. Moran around the screen, nice feed to Rodriguez, but couldn't handle it off the bounce.
And youngster just not quite ready for that one. It's a good opportunity, just unable to corral that. St. Andrews, they could potentially go into halftime tied up. They've done a tremendous job here in the second quarter. There's a little zone from Eagle Academy.
Yeah, first time we've seen that tonight. Kelly Cross court looking for Ho. Ho came off the screen. They tried to free him up. Instead, that pass too much for him to handle.
It just wasn't there. Dorland played it great, and those cross-court passes are tough, and especially against the zone. And it's going to be hard when these guys are already in their fixed positions as opposed to man-to-man. That play might have been better off against the man-to-man defense.
So 15 seconds. You can anticipate the last shot coming for Eagle, who lead over St. Andrews 22-19. 10 seconds and ticking here in half number one. Ball in the hands of Amir Cummings. 5 seconds. Cummings, they get it to Trotman in the corner at the buzzer, and that one's blocked by Darnell Lloyd. It was a block party for the big fella in half number one, and that'll do it for the first half of action. Eagle led by as many as 10, but St. Andrews battles back in the second quarter. We've got a 22-19 ball game, Pat, as we head to the locker room.
Dude, great job again. St. Andrews battling back there in that second quarter. They controlled the pace and the tempo of the game, and I was impressed with that. And one thing that Eagle Academy's got to do is they're going to have to find ways to just generate more offense. I think first quarter they were able to get out and run. They were also big on getting second chance opportunities, and the switch to a zone by St. Andrews really kind of stomped it out. They've shown good ball movement at times. They've gotten good looks. They just need to get a couple of them to go down. So they're not playing bad despite only having a 3-point lead. Just a couple adjustments and a little more focus, knocking some shots down, and they'll be all right.
It's been a four-quarter game, or it is a four-quarter game. You could argue the first quarter went to Eagle, second quarter went to St. Andrews. 2 quarters left to play as we have a one-possession, 22-19 game as we head to the half. We'll be back with third quarter action, and we'll get you first half stats and everything you need to know ahead of the second half. It's the D1 Showcase. It's St. Andrews and Eagle getting us started here on Friday night.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
I'm Chef Hari Cameron. At Grandpa Mac, pasta's our thing. We serve quality food fast that's not fast food. We make everything in-house and serve something for everyone. We're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Follow the noodle to Grandpa Mac.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel. Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel!
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. It's the D1 Showcase as Hollywood heads back up to the camera here at the St. East Center. Nick Allison journey alongside Pat Garianis, Nick Halliday, Mike Lang also with us. They're your camera operators and switch operator, Pat. We've had a good one so far. We've got 3 games in action tonight in the D1 Showcase, followed up by 4 tomorrow. Today we start at the St. East Center. Tomorrow we switch over to Broome Street, head over to Salesianum High School. 7 total games. It's game number 1, and it was a good one. 22-19, Eagle Academy and St. Andrews. Eagle making the trips from the Bronx, New York. They get out to an early double-digit 10-point lead. St. Andrews storms back in the second quarter. And we've got a one-possession game as we head here into the third, 22-19.
Yeah, low-scoring first half, primarily, defensively done. You saw a little pressure from both teams. Eagle Academy was able to generate some turnovers and get some second chance opportunities early in this game. St. Andrews switched to a 3-2 zone and put a little faux pressure, kind of a 3-2 press as well to slow the tempo of the game down, and then also put them in good rebounding position, and that kind of flipped this game, allowed them to get back. The question is going to be, can St. Andrews score? I mean, can they generate enough scoring, to defend, to beat, an Eagle Academy team that really just kind of struggled to shoot in the first half. So we will see.
And we are back underway. If you're just joining us, St. Andrews, they're in the all-whites with the red trim letters and numbers, and Eagle Academy, the all-black and yellow. Turning it, they go to Lloyd to start the half. Baby Hook won't go inside.
It's a good look. He's got to make that. That's a really good entry pass and way to rise and put that ball up. Just got to knock that down.
Elijah King's three is short. Proctor with the rebound off to the races. Tolan right back, and now it's Cummings. Cummings one-on-one with Zoo. Can he scoop and score? No. Rebound attempt wouldn't go either on the follow.
Lost his balance on the gather steps, Nick, and was never able to gain it again. Wild shot at the rim. Missed opportunity there for Eagle Academy.
Some pressure once again, as you mentioned there. The Eagles provided that all half number one. They're going to start with it again here in the third as Zoo able to break it. Zoo, step back three, and he cashes out. Bobby Zoo with a triple. I believe, they're going to mark it as a 2, foot on the line.
I'll tell you what, good work by Bobby Zoo, dribbling hard and just turning the brakes on. Defender flew by him, and he did the right job of pulling up, knocking down the long 2.
Offensive foul on Richard Walker. As the senior, they're going to say, used the offhand to push off. And a turnover gives the ball back to St. Andrews. So the momentum already back to the Saints a minute into the third quarter. And they have a chance to find their first lead of the ball game here on this possession.
Nice work by the Saints, clawing their way back into this one, and can't say it enough. There's the second team foul. That's one thing. Eagle Academy got themselves into the penalty both in the first and second quarter, and already 2 quick fouls in this one.
That's right, 5 fouls early into that first half, as St. Andrews had the bonus, as Pat mentioned, almost the entirety of it. They get it to the corner. A quick 3 is up, and that one just rims out. The putback is good, though, for Proctor, as Myers' 3 almost went.
Great work by Proctor, crashing the board. Good offense right there. They got a nice open 3 right here, and they were unable to knock it down. That was Jack Myers, but good ball movement here by the Saints.
St. Andrews with their first lead of the evening. 23-22. Cummings lofts it up, splits the defense, finished off underneath.
And one.
So +1 and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play for Eagle Academy, as it was a good look by Cummings on the dribble drive. He lofts it up and is thrown down. That time by Dorland, who already has shown his explosiveness here early on.
Hey, Dorland already with 1 dunk. He was rising up for that one there. Took the harm and got the hoop.
Couldn't connect on the free throw, though. The league back to Eagle Academy, 24-23. Bobby Zoo dribbled it off the back of his foot, and that'll be a turnover.
Tough one there for Zoo.
Let's get you down some of those stats from the first half. For St. Andrews, it was Elijah Proctor with 10 points. Darnell Lloyd had 7, and 9 of their combined points came at the free throw line for St. Andrews there with those 2 guys in the first half. As Eagle trying now to connect and beat this zone. Good inside-out passing, and it's cashed out in the corner, that time by Elijah King.
Good work by King. First outside shot knocked down by Eagle Academy since the first quarter.
Cross court looking for Myers again. He passes it right to Lloyd on the block. Lloyd turns, fires, too strong. Rebound was into the hands of Walker, who stepped out of bounds, though, on the baseline.
Good look, and Lloyd's got to knock those down. That's part of it. That's going to be part of his development. Is can he generate that short range, mid range jumper over the smaller defenders when he gets the opportunity to take them.
6 points for Dorland, 6 points for Taylon Knowles, and 5 points for Jordan Randolph. They're leading the way so far tonight for Eagle, who has a 4-point lead. Try to get it to Myers, and they're able to, but they whistle and a timeout on the floor for the Saints. Well, we'll stay right here with 5:42 to go, 27-23. Third quarter action on Delaware Live Sports. Again, your exclusive home for the D1 Showcase here this weekend. Again, more games here still to come, but it's been a fun one so far. St. Andrews, that tough loss that you mentioned, I believe, to your St. Elizabeth Vikings early on to start the season, but you learn from those mistakes, and they're off to a pretty good start, or I guess a good game so far with them here, the visiting team from the Bronx.
And they've been able to slow down the pace of the game, and that's kind of been the key. Now, Eagle Academy hitting the outside jump shot, that's going to be the difference for them. They went ice cold in that second quarter, weren't able to knock down jumpers and weren't getting the second opportunity points that they were in the first quarter. If they can do one of the two, they can regain control of this one once again. Let's see what they can do.
Myers, Zoo, Lloyd, Kelly, and Proctor, the 5 on the floor for St. Andrews. And is it going to be a travel or a whistle?
3-second
Instead,
violation.
3-second violation. So the third option, and either way, a turnover for the Saints. For Eagle, it'll be Walker, Randolph, Dorland, Elijah King, and Amir Cummings. Randolph finds Walker. Walker, extra pass underneath to Dorland. Can't finish. His own putback, though, rolls in.
What a job. Did that all in one motion, offensive rebound and putback. Dorland, despite the height disadvantage, does a really great job of getting up to the same level as these lengthy St. Andrews defenders.
A whistle on the drive by Proctor. I believe a foul on the floor against Eagle.
But it's another team foul against the Eagle Academy.
It'll be, I believe, their third, as it shows on the scoreboard. We're not through 3 minutes of the third quarter just yet. Myers finds the one-on-one matchup with Lloyd, but good defense coming over by Elijah King to tip it away. Now it's Dorland. 3 for Elijah King, and Elijah King starts it defensively and then finishes it on the other end from beyond the arc.
And they were able to connect yet again on the outside, and that's a differentiator for this Eagle Academy group if they could do it.
2 triples in the quarter for Elijah King. He had a great game last time out as well. One of the guys highlighted online for the D1 showcase. They feed Lloyd. Lloyd has it stripped away by guess who, Elijah King, and will stay down this end of the floor though.
Great work by King. He saw that entry pass coming from the opposite side in his help position, and he came over right away and did exactly what he should do, which is rip at the basketball.
Couple whistles, we have a sub. Is Ho going to come back in? And you can see Zoo going to head out, but the conscious effort here from the St. Andrews staff to try to get the ball here to Darnell Lloyd down low. Hasn't scored in the second half, did have 7 points in the first half. Inbound to Myers. And that one's picked and stolen by Richard Walker, and Walker with a finger roll can't finish.
Gotta make those. Everything but the finish, but the defensive intensity is back for Eagle Academy.
Kelly stops on a dime, floater too strong. There's the big fella, Darnell Lloyd puts it back up and through.
He double clutched that somehow. It looked like he was gonna try and put back dunk it, and he double clutched it and floated it up.
Yeah, you
and
know
in.
what, maybe not. Maybe I'll just lay it in, but a heck of a play. And showing off the athleticism for the 6'10 senior. Walker around the screen, kicks it to King in the corner. He thought about it. 32-25. Open 3, Elijah King was looking for his third triple of the quarter, couldn't find it.
Heat check, Nick. Old heat check right there.
Proctor now driving down the sideline, ball tipped away, going to stay with the Saints. And again, you got to remember, again, no shot clock in Delaware. You know, you got to imagine the team's traveling from Maryland and New York, et cetera, some of those other states that maybe play with it.
Especially DeMatha.
They might have brought their own tonight. Off a screen, it's Ho. Shot might have been blocked.
It was.
King down the other way. Nice pass to Dorland. And he was fouled on the way up.
It's a hard foul. Good ball movement again. You can see Eagle Academy, and then they're starting to look like they did in the first quarter. Maybe they're an odd quarter team. An odds quarter, who knows? First and the third.
Yeah, they got the track stars going up and down the floor. They really can bring it with the speed. So Dorland at the free throw line. Misses the first. Some subs here for St. Andrews. That'll be DeMar Harding. 6'2 sophomore checks in for Blake Kelly. Harding saw him there in the first half. Second free throw for Dorland wouldn't go either. And Proctor with the rebound.
Proctor's got the he's got the ability to take this game over. like to see him get some more shots.
They
Nice
get
look.
it to Lloyd. A nice entry feed. He's able to finish over top of Jalen Knowles.
That'll work too. If Lloyd's going to do that with that kind of footwork and that kind of tenacity, that'll work for the Saints as well.
Found the one-on-one matchup, trying to answer with a three. Short for Elijah King. Now trying to make up for it on the defensive side. As Proctor going to slow it down, 32-27. Myers feeds Lloyd. Lloyd throws it down.
Great work. Beautiful job. Way to keep the ball up by Lloyd and throwing it down with authority. Send it in, big fella. Send it in.
Back to a one-possession game. 2.5 to go in the third. Walker driving, tosses it up, looking for the highlight play, but couldn't find it. Harding, Euro stepping, floats it up. No good. Proctor, offensive rebound, last touched by the Eagles. We'll catch our breath.
St. Andrews coming alive again after we saw a spurt from Eagle Academy.
You can feel things tightening up. Crown getting into a little more as well. 32-29. Harding to inbound for the Saints. Finds Ho. Ho on the baseline. Now they'll work it around. Ho driving, tried to finish, but he's going to take some contact and get some free throws out of it.
Blew a tire on that. Tell you what, Ho did a good job, though, driving and using the rim as an extra defender, right? He's going to use that to shield him, finish on the opposite side of the rim, and he was able to get the foul. Good fundamentals.
Yeah, we talked about it. St. Andrews able to make a bunch of their free throws there in the first half. I believe 10 of their 19 points or more coming from the free throw line, and now able to knock one down. That time was Ho. Josh Ho, the 6'3 senior for St. Andrews. Chance to add another, and he does. Good rotation on that free throw.
Oh, he's got it, man. It's good form, good touch.
1 point game. Winding down, quarter number 3 off the dribble. Richard Walker launches the three, drew some contact on Harding. And that's going to earn him 3 free throws at the charity stripe.
Not a good shot, and the defense kind of bailed him out. I mean, that's the shot you want. A pull-up NBA range 3 ball without a pass being made, that's a win if you're St. Andrews, but the foul could potentially bail out.
And again, that's not a
Eagle
shot
Academy.
we've seen a lot of from either team so far in the game. But Walker was feeling confident, lets it fly, but earned some free throws. Unable to connect, though, on the first.
Pretty crazy how inconsistent the scoring is today. Both teams have had spurts, but then they've had big dry spells as well.
That's right, and you mentioned it, a lot of the scoring for both teams coming in different opportunities. It's been in the half court a little bit for St. Andrews, and then in transition mostly for Eagle Academy. Second free throw of 3 is up and through for Richard Walker. They'll have one more on the way. 3 points tonight for Walker. (33-31). Under 2 to go in the third. 2 of 3 on the trip for Walker. So we're seeing Eagle Academy kind of sag off of that full court pressure that we saw for a majority of the game so far. As Proctor has it, Walker on him. Gets it back at the free throw line, turns, fires, and cashes out. Elijah Proctor, quick trigger.
I mean, I'd put him there. I'd put him there all day. I really would.
Dorland kicks back to the corner. All right, he can pass out of it, he can shoot out of it. Now here's a drive from Walker, tried to hand it off down low, stolen by Proctor. Proctor has it reflected out of play by Knowles, but going to stay with the Saints, 34-33. So we approach 1 minute to go here in the third. Proctor tried to get it from Lloyd, tipped and stolen away. Here's Dorland, lost it for a second, able to get it back.
Nearly a carry.
King whips it. Randolph in the corner, and he rattles home a three.
Big time three ball right there, Nick.
Randolph now with 8 points. The 6'4" senior helping guide Eagle Academy's offense tonight. They now lead 37-33 with 45 seconds to go in the third. But you talked about the three ball a few minutes ago here in the third quarter. Elijah King knocked down a few, and that was the first three we had saw since the first quarter out of Eagle. They now have 3 in the quarter, 2 from Elijah King, and then that one from Jordan Randolph.
Yeah, nice work, and that's been a differentiator. It's kind of been able to allow them to keep some distance. Knocking down 3 threes here in the third.
37-33, still a 4-point lead. It was a 3-point game at the half, so both teams exchanging blows once again here in the third. It's going to be a fun fourth quarter here just around the corner as the two teams set to come out of the timeout. Late in quarter number 3. Again, a shout out to all those watching that might not have been able to make the trip, whether you're supporting the Saints from St. Andrews or if you're up in New York there supporting Eagle Academy. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, we're thrilled to be here at the D1 Showcase on Delaware Live Sports. So out of the timeout we go. And right back to Proctor they go at the free throw line.
He's got to look to do something here.
Looking for Lloyd, good defense and tipped away. That was a good play by Talon Knowles.
It's teleported that one. It was a slow developing play.
Randolph lets the defense go by. He looked around, saw no one around him, fires and connects from 3.
6 huge points by Eagle Academy to extend this lead out to 7. And now a steal.
Dorland on the floor has it. Saves it. Back to Randolph. Shot rejected by Proctor.
Good timing by Proctor.
3 seconds. It's going to be King at the buzzer. No good. The putback by Randolph will count if it goes. It just doesn't go. But what a final few minutes here in quarter number 3 for Eagle Academy as they stretch this lead to 7 as we head to the fourth. It was 4 triples in the quarter for Eagle Academy. 2 from Randolph and 2 from Elijah King. They lead by 7 as we head to the fourth.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. Wraps.
Welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside Pat Arias. We're here bringing you all the action from the D1 Showcase. 7 games on the slate this weekend. It starts tonight at the St. E Center here with St. Andrews and Eagle Academy making the trip from the Bronx, New York to take on the Saints, who are from here in Middletown, Delaware. So different states able to make the trip this weekend here to the First State for some high-quality basketball. And Pat, we're heading to the fourth quarter between these two teams, the Saints and the Eagles. And you talked about the odd quarters belonging to Eagle Academy. They have won the first. They have won the third. They lead by 7 as we head to the fourth.
Yeah, an 18-point outburst, including 4 threes. I mean, that's the difference for them in the third quarter. They're able to hit some outside jumpers, extend this lead. The Saints, they had themselves a little bit of a burst there about midway through the quarter, but 2 big threes to close it out for Eagle Academy, and they got the 7-point lead going into the fourth.
Walker whips it down low to Randolph. He's been the hot hand. Shot maybe got a hand on it. Good defense by Bobby Zoo underneath, and that possession arrow gives the ball to the Saints. And now once again Eagle Academy going to settle back into that full court pressure we saw a lot of in half number 1. And already it's going to cause problems and forces the turnover.
Yeah, and there's the pressure we saw that really helped them get their 2 leads in this one. So St. Andrews is going to have to handle it here down the stretch.
A nice little give and go as they get it back to Randolph, who was the inbounder, and he took some contact, I believe, And he did. He'll head to the free throw line for a pair. So Randolph has the last 6 points for Eagle Academy. Hit the last 2 threes of the quarter there in the third, and they're going right back to him here to start the fourth. He earns himself a trip to the line. First free throw for Randolph. Rattles home. He'll have another on the way. 12 points before this free throw for Randolph. That's a team high in the action tonight. No good. Rebound to Proctor and the Saints. A whistle and a foul out here on the perimeter. It's going to go against Dorland.
Yeah, a little too handsy on that one, Nick. A little too aggressive on the defensive end.
First team foul of the quarter. It's been Proctor with 14 and Lloyd's got 13. They've been the two go-to guys tonight. Nice jab step that time by Josh Ho, but then dribbled it off his knee and a turnover for the Saints. So now Eagle Academy racing across. Ball in the hands of King. He's going to let one fly. Elijah King, no good. Rebound up for grabs. Taken by Myers, tied up underneath. Are they going to call it a tie-up? They will, and I believe will give the arrow back to St. Andrews. So excuse me, it's going to be Eagle Academy's basketball.
You got a little 2-3 zone here by the Saints.
Trotman, quick trigger from the corner, shorted it.
Set your feet.
Almost saved by Proctor as it last hit one of the Saints, but unable to do it.
Yeah, no need to rush that one. Kind of rushed his footwork there.
And Trotman was the leading scorer last time out. There he is again. Walker kicks to Randolph. Randolph for three. No, and then a foul down low. This one will go against Taylon Knowles.
And then also saw like a new church, something like
Stolen. Trotman got a floater up, but they're going to call a whistle and a foul on the floor before the shot.
I'll think of it. Hold on.
So lead at 8 for Eagle Academy, under 7 to play in game 1 of the D1 Showcase. As again, game 2 is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. That is going to be pushed back a tad as they get it up top to Knowles on the inbound. Work it around. Trotman on the baseline. Floater's too strong.
Nice.
And now Myers has it with some room in front of him. Lefty layup is good, and one for Myers. Took some contact from Randolph.
That's a good strong finish by the lefty. Getting out ahead. Finish it through contact.
Myers' first bucket of the contest. And a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. One of 2 from the field now tonight. Had that open 3 that went around and out. As Blake Kelly going to check in. Darnell Lloyd, the big fella, going to catch a breather. Harding will check back in as well. This time for Bobby Zoo. Free throw is in. 3-point play complete for St. Andrews. Lead now cut back to 5 and some pressure from the Saints. Able to beat it to Knowles. Now numbers in transition for Eagle. He elevates Proctor, able to at least contest it. And now Kelly splits the D.
Got to go into the shot blocker. Can't be timid.
Oh, reverse step, but got an extra step in there.
Did the right thing. You just got to stay calm. You got to take that extra dribble, get your footwork right. But he did the right thing. You see a guy use the rim as an additional defender. It's hard to come through and block a shot when you got to go through the rim in the net. You just got to get your footwork timed up.
Trying to break the pressure are the Eagles. They do it now. It's a Richard Walker to the 3, to Cummings for 3. No good. as Lloyd's right back into the game with the rebound for St. Andrews. Harding stuck with the ball underneath, and he's going to be fouled by Walker on the reach through. So Lloyd caught a breather for half a possession. He's right back in for St. Andrews. Proctor remains in as well. And now another sub coming in for the Saints.
St. Andrews getting out and running, Nick. How about this?
Playing, that's exactly what Eagle wanted to do. Taking a page out of the Eagles playbook. But a 5-point game, 6 minutes to go. Ball in the hands of Darnell Lloyd and St. Andrews. Try to go back to him on the inbound. Couldn't handle it, and it's turned over.
Can't force it every time. You can't force it every time. Great job by Eagle Academy defending the post-up attempt. And sometimes you just got to live to fight another day, and it just wasn't there. You don't need to force it in there.
Knowles has a cutting Cummings. Steps into a short-range jumper and got it to roll through.
Good work by Cummings, just taking that little mid-range jump shot. It's a lost start nowadays, Nick. Everyone wants to shoot threes
That's
and
right.
dunk and lay up.
It's one of my go-tos.
That mid-range is there.
The analytics don't like it, but I sure do. Harding, one-on-one with Cummings, floats it up, no good, and a strong rebound by Taylor Knowles. Cummings, it opened up like the Red Sea for him, and the finger rolls up and in.
There it is. I mean, you 5-point lead and a little bit of lack of focus, and next thing you know, boom, it's back up to 9.
Cross court, Harding catches it right back to Proctor. Proctor got it to Kelly, but an extra step. Proctor had some room to fire there.
Yes, he did. He had a nice step-in 3 or a driving lane, and he kind of just took 1-2 dribbles and then looked to dish it out. Sometimes you got to look for your shot. You got to be aggressive offensively,
again,
especially with your team struggling to score early in the season.
Driving is Randolph. Hard contact free throws coming up for the leading scorer for the Eagles with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. But you mentioned it, some of the, he's a fantastic distributor, but also he can score the basketball. And, like you said, you got to pick it, know what moment is for which. And that'll come again sometimes with these really talented players. One of the things that they do is let the game come to them. Sometimes you got to go take it.
That's correct, Nick. Exactly right. Sometimes you can't wait for it to come to you. You got to go make the plays. And that young man's got a lot of talent over there. He could really help his team out. You just got to stay aggressive.
Able to make, I believe, both free throws for Randolph, who continues to have himself a heck of a second half. (47-36), and the Saints turn it over again. Cummings has it the other way, as now they'll reset it up top. A whistle.
Timeout.
And a timeout on the floor.
A little 30-second, Nick. We'll stay here.
Yeah, 4:41 to go in Game 1 of the D1 the D1 Showcase. Game 1, D1 here, 4:41 to go remaining. 47-36, an 11-point game. Again, as St. Andrews has been within striking distance in the entire game here against the Eagle. They've had the deficit as low as 1. They've taken the lead back 24-23. But the second half has mostly belonged to Eagle, who led by 3 at the break and now lead by 11. Jordan Randolph has a game-high 13 points. And right behind him, Dorland has 8. And Taylor Knowles with 6. And you look over at St. Andrews' side of things, Darnell Lloyd, he's got 13. Proctor has 14. And both of those guys running the show for the Saints.
Yeah, and St. Andrews kind of let this one away. A good halftime adjustments for Eagle Academy. Only 22 points at halftime. They've already come out and scored 25 here in the second half, with still a little bit more than a half quarter to play. They did a good job of revving the game back up to their pace and not allowing St. Andrews to slow it down. Hit a couple outside shots. They've started now to get out on the run. I've been impressed with the team from the Bronx here in the second half.
A little too aggressive over the top, I believe, was Ho, who was trying to force the turnover. Both teams with 4 fouls to this point in the fourth. Cummings, Walker, Dorland, Knowles, and Randolph on the floor for Eagle. Hozu, Lloyd, Myers, and DeLoff for St. Andrews. Cummings fading away for three in the corner, no good, and now the rebound leads right into a transition opportunity. Contact shot blocked, but not before Walker got a piece of Ho.
Yeah, good work right there from Ho. He did a good job of Euro stepping. He didn't just continue to roll down the lane and allow that ball to get swiped. And he took the harm, gets himself to the free throw line, where St. Andrews has been good today.
Two for two on his last trip. That's the 2 points that Josh Ho has tonight for St. Andrews, and he stays perfect from the line, knocks down the first.
He looks like an automatic bucket from the free throw line, Nick. I'm just saying.
Who wins 20 free throws, you or Josh Ho? You each get
based
20.
off what I've seen, it looks like him. He would get me. I haven't shot a basketball in 7 years, it feels like.
In your prime.
In my prime, I might got him.
Walker dribbling, lofts it up, trying to break the pressure. A nice job by Dorland to haul it in, but then lost it. Up ahead and throwing it away. There's been some crucial turnovers for the Saints in this one. Another one right there as they can't cut into the deficit. It's 9.
He's getting a little revved up, a little ahead of yourself. You've got the possession. You don't need to just get up and fire it away. Hold it, wait, see where your guys are at on the court, and get yourself set up. This is it. This is winning time. Final 4 minutes of the game. You're down 9. Let's see if what St. Andrews can do. They did a good job forcing it. Look at the speed, Nick.
Proctor picks it up. Trying to score, lofts it to Lloyd, and once again, maybe could have went up with it. Instead, it's a loose ball, but it will stay down this side of the floor, fortunately, if you're a Saints fan.
Yeah, I mean, Proctor, you're right there, man. Just put that thing off the glass. Put it up off the glass. You're right there. And then you got your big fella trailing, looking for the putback. I mean, it was an ideal situation. Sometimes there is such a thing as being too unselfish.
Proctor, 6'6", listed here on the roster. Nice crossover. Ho to the basket, too strong, overshot it.
Yeah, it's tough over the length of Dorland.
Dorland now in the corner, puts it on the floor, and a whistle, and I believe a foul against Darnell Lloyd. And that'll be the 5th team foul against St. Andrews. Unable to get the first one to go.
Surprised by that. Dorland has been pretty in rhythm for this game.
8 points, also very active on the glass.
Yeah.
He's been one of the more athletic guys out here tonight. And that one's too strong as well. So an empty trip for Dorland and the Eagles. Leaving an opening here for St. Andrews.
St. Andrews needs a bucket. And they need a couple of buckets here.
They got to get it to Proctor on the free throw line. And that one's intercepted. And now numbers for the Eagles. 3 on 2. Dorland going to throw it down with some power. And there's your highlight play. Trying to answer the other way is Proctor, but couldn't do it. Man, Pat, that got me up out of my seat.
Yeah, that was a big-time dunk right there from Dorland. You saw it coming. He was going to come down there and raise the hammer. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, man, almost got the voice broken on that one as he took off from, it looked like
he popped the
a
mic.
Good distance.
Yeah, that was.
That's right. He's gonna have to give us a new mic. He popped it there. He owes us a new mic.
He took off from that volleyball line out there.
Yes, he did. Carrick, Dorland, and now Cummings is at the free throw line of possession later with a chance to add some more to it. He knocks down the first. 7 points now for Amir Cummings.
It's pretty impressive that the level of athlete that these young kids are nowadays. There wasn't many guys this size and this athletic in 2010. I don't know why, but it just felt that way.
Under 3 to go. here at the St. E Center. 51-38 in favor of Eagle Academy. Proctor steps back. Couldn't get it to fall.
I mean, that's a good look, though, and like that is the kind of shot that you can get from your motion offense through. I'd like to see him take 5 or 6, 7 of those a game. Mid-range jump shots like that.
Trapping Randolph here out on the perimeter. And again, a whistle on a reach in. It'll go against Proctor or Zoo, and some free throws coming up for Eagle Academy. Again, if you're joining us from out of state, no shot clock here in the state of Delaware. The reasoning is unknown.
What we got here coming in? Is this Howard? Is this coming in?
Well, the Wildcats have entered the chat.
It is, yep. They got themselves quite the challenge ahead of them.
That's coming up. That's our nightcap. Later on, a scheduled a tip. You're looking more around 8:30 now between DeMatha Catholic, number 15 team, coming into the St. E Center to take on the Howard Wildcats. Howard 1-0 on the season and won their first game in emphatic fashion, as that free throw is knocked down by Richard Walker. So Walker's last 4 points coming from the free throw line. And now a 15-point lead to match, or excuse me, is the largest lead now of the night for Eagle, and it comes here late in the fourth quarter.
A heck of a second half by Eagle Academy to settle this game down, and now they just got to close this one out.
Outscoring St. Andrews so far in the second half, 31-19. And a lot of that came with that three-point barrage. They hit 4 of them in the third quarter as Lloyd fires from the baseline, no good. Second chance opportunity, though, here for the Saints. Lloyd, I believe, got a piece of it, did Knowles, but the follow there, no good, then contact underneath. It's Josh Bowers, the 6'6 sophomore, heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, Bowers getting himself, oh, they call it out of bounds?
Oh, excuse me,
out of bounds.
I apologize.
Mike Lang heading out.
Mike Lang, see you later.
He's going to go jingle all the way over at Salesianum, I think.
Is that where he's going? We lost Jason and Mike to Sally's tonight.
Well, you know, that's their alma mater,
That's
dude,
it.
and God forbid.
Tell you, big supporters.
God
Big
forbid
supporters.
They missed the silent night over there at Salesianum.
1:14 and ticking, though, still here at the St. E Center.
That is a fun thing that they do over there.
Yeah, you know, and we used to, do some of those games back in the day when we were over there in that building, and yeah, they were fun games to do.
Smart here from Eagle Academy. Take advantage of the rules of the state you're playing in. Spread it out, 4 corners. Come take the ball from us. We're on the line the rest of the way, shooting free throws. Here comes the mass sub.
Yeah, here comes the platoon sub for Eagle Academy. They'll empty the benches here as they're on the road to victory. 53-38, 49 seconds to go.
Like what you did there. Fly, Eagles, fly, right?
It's a big
They're
one coming
from
up
New
on
York.
Sunday.
They're not going to like that.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good point, right? We're not used to that. We're used to
Yeah.
having some of the local teams.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one on Sunday, though. Hopefully they're not Giants fans. They're going through some. Actually, Giants or Jets. Ouch. It hurts either way. Apologize for all those listening
the borough
in New
Bronx
York. But again, I
would be
think some
fans
good
of.
stuff on the horizon in both of those. Some good draft picks coming up for the Giants. Could be a Shador Sanders. maybe.
Both of them need a quarterback.
That's right.
They both need new quarterbacks, in my opinion. That's really where it starts.
Engage us in the comments if you're a Jets or Giants fan. Who are you looking for next year? How do you turn things around?
No shot clock is crazy.
That it is. That it is. 20 seconds. Harding in transition off the glass and through.
Yeah, good steal. Young man Harding getting out there and making a play. He's another sophomore. They do have some youngsters on the deep end of this roster, the Saints do.
And that's going to do it here for Game 1 of the D1 Showcase. 53-40, Eagle Academy makes the trip down from the Bronx, and they get a victory. They improved to 3-0, and they've got contributions up and down the roster. Amir Cummings, he had 8 points. Again, we talked about Carrick Dorland. He had 10 points. Jordan Randolph, he led the way with 13 points. And then Richard Walker, he added 6 as well. Knowles had 6, Elijah King with 6. So gotten contributions up and down. Then for St. Andrews, it was Darnell Lloyd. He had 13. Elijah Proctor, he had 14. Jack Myers, 3. Josh Ho, 4. Harding and Blake Kelly each adding 2 as well. So a victory for the team from the Bronx. And hopefully they enjoyed their trip down here to the First State in the St. East Center.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good performance. They dictated the pace throughout. Did a good job. They played fast. They also played under control. Were able to finish at the rim. A couple of thunderous dunks. They also hit some outside shots. Just a complete game from the Eagle Academy.
And again, if Mike Lang was here, we might have an interview with the player of the game, but we are shifting to games here soon. We're running a little bit late here. Tip-off coming up for your next one in about 15 minutes here between Bonner Presti and Bonner Prendy and taking on,
William Penn.
visiting William Penn Colonials. A lot of basketball. The heads all jumbled up. 53-40. We're through game 1 here. A lot left on the slate at the D1 Showcase.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.